for the record, it's me. You can see, and you can hear my voice. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is my root note account for Not a Corporation, my business that I started in Boston and is now based in several places worldwide, including New York City, Montreal, Los Angeles, Texas, Wyoming, Dublin, London, and other places. But I want to show you what the situation is for evidence here, basically, with our digital streaming and the royalties that are paid out as a consequence of our digital streaming. As you know, we produce a heck of a lot of music, much of it for my band Young Astronauts Club and related projects like the Poison Control Center, Prize America, 203 Limited, my solo music, Michael McIntosh, my wife's solo music, Crystal McIntosh, her band Pink Kaffir, Michael McIntosh and the Double Crossers Orchestra, a band that I formed with some Boston music scene friends a while back, a long time ago now actually, but and you know, all of our other little projects that we have, and other people's stuff that we work with as friends and whatnot, on the various labels that we own, like Please Recordings and others. So let's just see on this video here how, you know, badly we get paid for the many millions of streams that we've had so far with certain companies that we've gone out of our way to promote our music on there because we knew that it was monetized and we're expecting to get paid and have not so far. So I want to show you evidence of that in case there is any sort of future litigation and this can't be rectified. I expect there to be litigation because these people really don't want to pay so far. As you can see, today's date is this is European clock, so we're at November 10th right now, 2019. We're looking at, yeah. Alright, just let me show you that real quick. As you can see, if I click on it, it says November, right? Okay, so let me look. I'm logged in. I just started off with being logged into my root note account, which is the digital distribution company that we've distributed our music via. We have, as you can see, 273 out of 842 tracks that we've distributed with them are cleared for SoundCloud monetization. Now, SoundCloud is a company that has a website, soundcloud.com. They're based in Berlin, in Germany. And we have several pages, active pages with them. SoundCloud.com / let's see exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We have 31 active pages, one that's been disabled. The others are all active. See, active, 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 scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. There's only one disabled page, right? So, starting with YoungAstronautsClub.com, I want to show you how many plays we actually have gotten. So hold on a second while I log into Young Astronauts Club, or into the, excuse me, not YoungAstronautsClub.com, but SoundCloud.com/Young Astronauts Club. Alright, I'm going to go to SoundCloud.com. Let me see if I can just move this camera back, actually, and there. Alright, that's not so bad right there, is it? You can see. Alright, you can see I'm at the SoundCloud.com homepage in another window from the RootNote account. I'm going to sign in here. Young Astronauts Club. Alright, so that's how you log in. You type in the URL and your password, which I'm not going to tell you for reasons of privacy, obviously. But I want you to see how many plays we've gotten overall with just that single page, right? So that you can do the math, and then at the end I can show you how much we've actually gotten paid, and you can see the huge discrepancy between the actual amount of money that we've gotten and the number of plays, and the difference between that and what we are legally owed by specifically the SoundCloud company in Berlin, that they have not sent to our distributor, so that their our distributor can take their percentage and send the rest on to us. That's the agreement that we have with RootNote. But you'll see. So just keep watching. This is going to take a little bit of time, so please be patient. Stats. Alright, we're going to look at our stats. I think you can see there a number. We're going to look at the all-time stats, right? See that number right there, you guys? Stats. 313,913,715. Now, that is just on this one page, soundcloud.com/Young Astronauts Club. Right? 313 million. That is our all-time amount of plays from 11th of November 2015 to current. You can see a breakdown of all of those stats. They're mostly from last year, when we did a heck of a lot of promotion that we paid for ourselves. The top tracks are, let's see, What's Wrong With Me, Infinity Part 1, and Someone to Blame, 4-track demo. The majority of about half of our plays have been in the United States. Our top listener is Eric, who is a nice guy that I actually know from New York City. One of the biggest cities is, if not the biggest city, is Chicago. We're huge in Chicago. And I know that to be true. Chicago is a great town, fine music town. And we've always done well there since the beginning of the band in the 1990s. So, there's that, right? You can take a look at the actual page that people land on here, where they can play the music. People land on soundcloud.com/Young Astronauts Club, and they see the Young Astronauts Club, Boston, Massachusetts, where the band started when I was still basically a high school student, as you might be aware. A little bio of the band. As I've done, you can share this page on your website, which I've done. You can see how it's on youngastronautsclub.com, which is the main website of our band. I'm going to click on it so you can see that. Youngastronautsclub.com is I maintain this site, but when you land on it, there's a little player of the SoundCloud page embedded into the home page of the website, which plays automatically when you land there. As you can see, that one track, Lines in the Sky, the first track that plays, has 2.2 million hits. The second track, All Alone Again, has 737,000. Going down the line, you can see all the different plays. 739,000 for the next song, 3 million for the next song, 3.7 million, 5.2 million, 3.6 million, 4.4 million, 4.4 million, 3.6 million, 4.7 million, etc., etc., right? 22 million, 22.2 million, excuse me. Let's not neglect that 0.2 million, because that's a significant number. Alright, so you can see we're getting a lot of plays, right? I don't think that's arguable. The proof is right there. Alright. Let me just get a better quality picture of that so you can see for sure that this is the amount of plays that we're getting. 22.2 million. Alright, that's the song What's Wrong With Me, as I showed on the previous page, is our most popular song on SoundCloud. Alright, I showed you that. Here are the stats. That correlates. Alright. What's Wrong With Me? 22 million. So that's clear, I think. Alright. So I'm going to write that number down. Let me get a little bit of paper here, because I'm going to go through all of the pages that we have on there. And write down the exact number of plays that we've gotten up to this date, which is the 10th of November 2019. So we have 313,913,7 716. Okay? Okay. Now, that's a lot of plays, you guys. I mean, that's a third of a billion almost on one webpage. Because, as you can hear, maybe, these songs are really good. You know, we put a lot of work into them. A lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of focus and diligent studio production, learning and expertise and collaborative effort between myself and musicians that I've worked with in the studio, including my wife, Crystal. So that's one page. We're going to go to the soundcloud.com/notacorporation. Right? Let's log out of that. No. Right. We'll get to the how much money we've made off of that. Let me log into it. This is the Nota Corporation page. To log into. Stats. All time. As you can see, it says 21 million 673,463. All right. That's soundcloud.com/notacorporation. That's our main company page. Channel. We have music by the Astronauts Club, the Poison Control Center, a bunch of other artists that we represent and own the rights to, because this is basically an artist-run company. Haplo Group, which is a side project of Young Astronauts Club that we started. What else? Poison Control Center. F.Lux, which is a project of ours. I'm involved in the creation of all of these projects and bands and all of this work. Right, now we've gotten, as you can see, 21,673,463 plays, as I showed earlier, right? Right, so log out of that. That's been established. Excuse me if my camera work is not really the best here, but I'm doing this just in case SoundCloud decides they don't want to pay us and starts to try to destroy evidence by deleting our pages, which, you know, don't be surprised if that's what happens. Alright, so we're looking at the Michael McIntosh page now, which is my solo projects, music that I would play doing solo shows as Michael McIntosh, not as Young Astronauts Club or part of Young Astronauts Club or some other band. Many of these songs are simply just tracks from my bands that I would like to play as a solo performer. My wife has the same thing. As you can see, these are Young Astronauts Club tracks and Poison Control Center, mostly. There's a Double Crossers Orchestra track and a track by a project I formed called Zeventh, which also has a page on here. Alright, so let's check the stats, all-time stats on that. Alright, all-time. Now, I've been waiting for these people to pay out, and I've contacted them directly. I've contacted RootNote and asked them what the situation is with that, because ultimately I trusted them with the responsibility of collecting the money, but that hasn't happened. As you can see, 112,729,176. Right, let's write that number down. 112. Seven, 2, 9, 1, 7, 6. All right. So that's all time. All right. So there you go. 112 million plus almost 113 million solo Michael McIntosh plays. These are also embedded on pages, I believe, via the Young Astronauts Club site. Yep, I did that. Michael McIntosh SoundCloud is embedded on a page on youngastronautsclub.com. Right, see that? As are all of these SoundCloud pages, nearly all of them, I believe. Ones that have the most significant number of plays. And that's how we drove traffic to them, really, is because mostly through promotion of our website. Alright, so far we have a total of, you're talking almost 500 million plays, right? So let me use this tool called streamingroyaltycalculator.com. It's a little tool here that helps artists and record companies and the like. Oh, I typed that wrong, excuse me, let me type it right this time. streamingroyaltycalculator.com. And there it is. streamingroyaltycalculator.com. Now I'm going to do a quick mathematical estimate 500 million. A rough estimate of the amount of plays that we've gotten. 3, 4. Well, why don't we be nice and lowball the figure and say 450 million. Right? SoundCloud plays. That is a total of, according to Streaming Royalty Calculator, 585,000 United States dollars. Now, we have not received that much. Not even close. Why don't we take a quick look at the sales and reports that Rootnote have accumulated from the various sources that they distribute to. Just a quick look. This is it, you guys. That's all we've gotten ever from Rootnote since we started working with them. Now, I'm not saying that's Rootnote's fault. It's not. It's the fault of especially this one particular company who we have promoted our music on extensively and who has paid us out virtually nothing. Right, look, this is a breakdown, a pie chart of the number of plays that we're getting that are reported to Rootnote. And this is a breakdown of the amount of also payout. SoundCloud is a total of 0.8% of the total payout. But it's also the company that we've done the most promotion of our music on and with. So it should be, see this red figure? That's YouTube. YouTube is actually the best at paying out. But it's the hardest to promote. One of the hardest to promote because well, we've just found it to be that way. Our videos on there are large and they don't, you have to kind of embed one video at a time into your website, and it just takes up a lot of space, and it doesn't really it's not really convenient to use. And we want our fans to be able to hear all of our songs one after the other. YouTube doesn't really facilitate doing that. SoundCloud does, and that's why we chose them. So they have a great website. I'm not complaining about their website. My complaint against them is that their payout is insignificant in comparison to the amount of plays that we are receiving on there, and legally we are entitled to a great deal more than we are getting. Alright, that's my complaint. If we want more evidence here of the amount of plays that we've gotten, I think we've only gotten to 3 pages and we have like 30 of them. Right, is that correct? 32. What did we establish earlier? 32. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go to Crystal McIntosh's solo page. This is a page of music and songs from various bands that Crystal is involved with, that as a solo performer, if she were performing live, she would play with her solo band. Let's log into that. See what the situation is here. Alright, hold on you guys, let's see. Okay, so I'm logged in. Let me just put this window back here. I'm logged into Crystal McIntosh's solo page. Crystal is my lovely wife, who I work with on music extensively, and have done since shortly after we got married in 2004. Alright, so let me check the stats here. I believe it says 54 million or something thereabout. Yep. 35,000, excuse me, I'm not wearing my glasses. 280. Alright, 54 million. 532. 280. I've written that figure down on the note here, note paper. Okay. That's not, that alone is worth $70,891.96 according to streamingroyaltycalculator.com. And as you can see, that's definitely not what we've gotten. Right, going back to the sales and statistics, we have not gotten that much money, as we've already established. So, alright, so another project that we have here is this one. I'm going to log in. If this page still exists. Well, no, it doesn't. That page has been deleted. I believe I deleted that because I didn't want to promote that music. I decided I didn't want to promote that music. But the page is still active for monetization in SoundCloud. Alright, so let's look at the next one. The next one is the Poison Control Center, which is a sort of sub-project of Young Astronauts Club that we formed in 2005, if I recall correctly. Yeah, about 2005. It's mostly instrumental electronic music tracks, electronic rock, really. Alright, let me steady my camera here. Sorry for the bad camera work. It's a little early and I'm still waking up. But we'll go to the stats. Alright. All-time stats for Poison Control Center. 43,475,168. You can see that? Alright, so I'm going to write that figure down. 43,475,168, excuse me. Right. Our biggest track is that one. Second biggest is that one. Third biggest is that one. We are big in Germany. And top city is Paris, France, with close to 2 million hits. How about that? That makes sense to me. Our music is very I would say Euro market friendly. We even, despite being an American band, went out of our way to spell the name of the group the European way. So we were keeping the European music audience in mind when we started this thing for sure, and we're definitely hoping to achieve success, especially in Europe with it. And it looks like we've done that in terms of how many plays we've gotten, but in terms of how much money we've gotten, we have not experienced success whatsoever. 43,475,168. That's 43 million. We are owed a total of 56,517.72 United States dollars by SoundCloud, of which we have gotten virtually nothing. So, thank you, SoundCloud, for taking our work and profiting your company and benefiting your company without returning back to the artists. I believe that's typical music industry practice, but we are not going to let you get away with it if at all possible. And we expect you still to pay us retroactively for all of these plays that we have gotten, as you are legally obligated to do so. And we will pursue this to the highest degree possible in the European courts and German courts. Okay, so we're logging into the next project, band, artist, page that we have, channel we'll call it, because that's what SoundCloud calls them. They call them channels. Our next artist channel, which is the project that I created called Zeventh. Alright, let's look at that. All-time plays, 20.5 million. Alright, 20,525,000. Writing that down. Hold on a second while I write that down. 20,525,546. Okay. Guys, that's 20 million plays. That's like, it's $26,000 roughly. Where is it? I mean, we haven't seen a penny, hardly, in comparison. Literally. Alright, so that, as we say, ain't right. That ain't right, y'all. Okay? That is not right. Okay, here's another channel. YAC band. We're gonna look at that right now. Excuse me for the lengthiness of this video, but we have 32 profiles to look at, so I really want to drive this point home that, this company and these types of companies are still effectively robbing and ripping off artists that they legally owe money to and aren't fulfilling their obligations to. Alright, stats, YAC band channel. all time. Look, 120 million. See how big Young Astronauts Club is? Right. 120, 206, 810. Alright. So that's 120,206,810 all-time plays on SoundCloud for YAC, which is an abbreviation for Young Astronauts Club, my band that I formed when I was a kid. Okay, you can see all the plays there, I think, if you look closely on the individual tracks. We've made some of these private for now, but you can see the plays that were accumulated before these tracks are made private. Millions, right? Well, where's the money? I don't have the money yet. Let's see, okay, here's another profile that we made to promote these songs with. Some of these have, you know, relatively few plays because the amount of promotion is less, of course, but we put a lot of promotion through various means into these tracks and pay for it out of our own pocket, by the way, with money that we earn from Rootnote, actually. Most of that $1,600 that we showed earlier went into the promotion of these tracks, actually. That was what we did. Alright, where's the stats for this channel? I'm looking. Stats, all time. Okay, that one only has 180 plays. We must not have put any promo into that. Alright, so, I mean, we can write that down, but that's only 180 plays. That's not really worth complaining about. But the other ones, definitely. Okay, let's check out the other channel. Some of these have a few million plays on them. But actually, really, I'm primarily focused on just a handful of channels that we're really looking to get paid for because we put an extensive amount of promotion and work into the accumulation of these statistics. Alright, stats for this channel, all time. It's only 127 plays for that, so not really a huge deal at all. That's not even worth bothering with. Okay, why don't we look at some of the other ones that I know have... Oh, well, I mean, I guess we should do all of them, really, but... Looking at the next one. Some of them have quite a lot. Some of the next ones. So after this one, I think I'm gonna, or maybe the next one, I'll focus on the other ones that are are there that have a lot of places. Excuse me, I'm very tired. It's Sunday morning here, and I should be probably at my church meeting, but I'm hoping to catch that program electronically. Let's see, 29 million. That's a significant number, you guys. 29 million. 591,381. Okay, so see that? 29,591,381. All-time plays. That is not an insignificant number. As you can see, those are Young Astronauts Club songs. Top countries, Russia. Well, how about that? Top city, Moscow. Thank you, Russia. Thank you, Moscow. We do know that we have a good listenership in that country because of location tracking on our website, our main website. We have good listenership in Russia, China, places that you might not think this type of music is popular in, but it is, you guys. Alright. Let's see here. Another channel. It's kind of dark here right now. Let me see if I can. Get some stats in here. And maybe some. Turn the light on for a second. Hold on just a moment. Alright. Just turning some light on here. Stats. And all-time stats on that page. Look, 6,172,611. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 profiles we have checked so far, the stats for. We skipped 2 because 1 has been disabled on RootNote and the other has been removed from SoundCloud by us because we decided we didn't want to promote that music. Okay, let's see another here. But the reason I'm doing this now is because, you know, it's likely, in fact I expect that this company will just delete our pages because, you know, what do they care once they've already gotten exposure for their website? They don't care about having evidence that shows that they are obligated to pay out anybody, as long as they're to them. Obviously, the goal is bringing traffic to their website to grow their business at the expense of hardworking artists and other companies. That's not what we signed up for, SoundCloud. That is not how you are legally obligated to operate your business. Look, 18,143,895 plays all time. That's again, Young Astronauts Club. Top countries: Germany. Top city: Paris. Okay, so you guys can see that Young Astronauts Club so far is probably our biggest artist, which is why we have the site youngastronautsclub.com, and everything else is linked to from there. That's the main portal by which people access most of the music of our company, not a corporation. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 so far. Let's check Prize America, the Prize America channel. That's relatively popular. I mean, for us, it's a small, kind of fun side project, but it's still significantly popular. Alright, stats. Let's see some stats here. Come on. It's a little slow, so please excuse me.